Yeah, interesting enough, I managed to just finish the battle pass just by doing remix shit. Oh my god, I am fucking sick of Siege of Orgrimmar now. The fact I have to do it 40 times is so fucking annoying. But yeah, we finished the battle pass by just doing the remix. And you get like that gun as like the reward, which was like one of the stupid things I noticed. Like originally when it was first out anyway, it might be gone now, but like there was a, here it is. Like this task here. How the fuck are you meant to do this task if you need to use the fucking item that's rewarded from the chest to do it? Like, why does this exist? Like, you have to use the item that you get for 1,000 points to complete this thing, but you finish the battle pass. Like, if you have that item. But yeah, I noticed a bunch of people riding surfboards. So I think that, like, there's a surfboard mount. I'm gonna finish off leveling up all the Alliance characters and then I'll make the Horde side. I still haven't caught up with the videos. Well, I could catch up, but I'm doing it slowly. What is this? Might be needed. No, these are just all Drakfier's shit, by looks of things. But yeah, we just finished it with the... Where's the water pistol, Buggy ass piece of shit. What the fuck? Haven't ever tried using this add-on with, like, a live game.
Welcome! Don't be shy now.
So yeah, as I said, got the surfboard mount. Still get that. Never been too keen on transmog. Oh, this one is different. Interesting, it actually shows like the moves now. Oh, it isn't the reward. Alright, so it is actually doable. Maybe not. No, this is a different. This is actually a gun. It's kind of cool though. Wait, why don't you? Didn't that just come? Oh no, it's a different coloration. Should be cheaper, shouldn't it? Really? Considering that it is only there for one reason. So shouldn't it really be, like, free? The Fortnite version was free. Oh, for once the stuff actually fucking shows. Ah. Wrists are fucking useless. Unless it clips through the armor, they're fucking useless and they never do. Such a fucking shame. Like, of course Blizzard make it so that my only other trading card mount is obtainable. Technically, I didn't get this from trading card. I fished up the Garrison, but it was a pain in the ass to do. So of course they'll make it easier by just buying off the trading post. And also, it's so low down on the trading post as well. Like, suggesting that possibly it might have been, it might have even been, like, practically free. Like, 10. Like, thing. But also, it might just been down there because it was the only thing we actually owned. But this is actually kind of cool. but I don't really want to use it. It is a cool water pistol,
Remember, new shipment's coming soon.
Weirdly enough... Oh, maybe the toy did go in the thing. No, I don't think it did. Got the chair. Where's the battle pass? Yeah, we didn't get our water pistol. We didn't get the monthly reward. So I guess I'll have to just get that at some point. Have to log back in my main at some point, and hopefully the chest will work properly. Or hopefully this reload will work. It did not. What the fuck was it called though? Might have to send a ticket if it didn't get fixed up, which will be annoying. Wait, what? Oh yeah. Oh, have they re-added? What the fuck? Have they re-added Zul'Gurub back in the game? Is this the actual Zul'Gurub, or is this still the hero? I don't remember ever seeing this item, but it says it was added like at the beginning of this, kind of near the beginning of this expansion. So it isn't new. Like, it was added near the beginning of the expansion. This thing needs a higher drop rate though, it's fucking stupid how bad the drop rate is on this. Especially kinda needed for one of the mounts. We got the mount anyway, but with that it makes it so much easier. But the drop rate is just so abysmal. It says it's been removed, I'm not sure if it has, or if it's just impossible to do. Like, it probably has been removed. Like, there is still a few things I need from engineering, which I'm never gonna get. Well, we can get them. We already have the annoying water pistol anyway, we have this fucking thing, which is a pain in the ass. Trying to find a way to exploit it, but don't really know one. Because it is too difficult to do the jumping thing, it is just so annoying. Yeah, it's not showing up. Maybe it was just a gun transmog. But like, I thought it was a toy because of like the description. Let's just buy. Maybe we did have it and I just didn't see it. Where was it? Like, I was positive it was. Extreme water blast. Yeah, it just got added and didn't see it. Well, that is the battle pass for this month. Like, we just have a water pistol. Oh, that's how you do it. Someone else puts it down, and then it just instantly fucking despawns as though it didn't even place it, for fuck's sake. Maybe just fuck you, that's why. Okay, it's now been a few weeks probably since our last time did a video. I'm getting pretty close to finishing the Siege of Orgrimmar thing. Well, I just need to do it like twice more, I think. Well, I decided to stop really bothering doing the dailies, so I'm just getting it from the siege. But as you can see, like, I only need like 2 more. It appears that like the transmog things were bugged before, so they didn't actually always give you the sets, but that's supposed to be fixed now. So I guess we'll just finish off the scrolls. Of course, I miss. So we'll get the we'll finish off the scrolls. Like I got the scrolls from like the previous ones in my mail. I'm probably just going to get the assembles by doing the achievements for them. I've been doing it with a few characters. I leveled up a few more characters, it's kind of annoying. But not too bad. I also found out a really annoying thing, which is that, that it turns out that the weapon appearances are a pain in the ass to get from this. Considering that the weapons are linked, like, a lot of the world drop weapons are linked to what zones you get the boxes in, because you know, like, the quests give you the boxes. Like, depending on what zone you got the box in, actually changes what weapons can appear in it, weapons and armor. And there still isn't yet a way to buy the weapons from a vendor. I'm hoping they're going to add that eventually. But honestly, I just can't really be bothered to farm the weapons. I might farm them, like, the world drop ones later, but the ones from the raid, like, that's the main problem. The ones from raid, I thought they were all obtainable on LFR. Turns out, no. There's some which are obtainable on the different difficulties of raid, and it's like, yeah, I kind of don't think that's a good idea. They should have just put it on LFR so you can just at least... Because, like, there's no lockout for LFR, so you could... If they were all on LFR, you could just infinitely farm LFR until you got the weapon appearances that you wanted. But that's not how it is. And annoyingly, it's scattered across different difficulties as well, so, like, you can't even just easily find where they're from. So there was one scroll here. A little lower down than this one. We probably already have it, honestly, but... Like, it's about where I am here. Like, it's probably exactly where I... Like, exactly here, and I've just picked it up, so it's not glowing. No, it's a little bit more to the left. Might be a little lower than that, but it's pretty much there. So it should be next to a wall. Like, why am I so blind? Sometimes. Why am I overheating? Like, I'm almost positive that we've already got it, which is making it a little hard to spot as well. There's a tree behind a brokenish wall. Maybe it's this wall. How can I be so fucking blind? Like, I'm positive that we've already got it though, which is the problem. Like, there's no way I fucking missed it while flying over here. Which is making it harder to spot. Like, it's probably up here instead of where it says it is. yeah, oh shit, was I looking at the wrong fucking build? Nope, it is definitely just completely off where it's supposed to be on the Wowhead map. Like, the Wowhead map is completely fucking off because it is definitely here on Wowhead. Okay, so 2 along this lake. So yeah, we have clicked it. So we've read that before. But yeah, I might farm the weapons later with ults, like just leveling them up. Also, that's just the quest for like the Storm Brewery, and I can't bother to do that again. So yeah, for some reason there's 2 scrolls here according to this. Oh wait, one of them will be the brewery one, and then... In fact, they both are probably brewery ones. I'm guessing they're both up here then. Father Heart's brew, Heart Brew infuses the drink with drinker's entire being with the profound sense of warmth and well-being. It's said that Ziwo Yin so loved the product of the art that he wept a tear of heavy sorrow every keg that was left in his brewery. So I guess there's 2 of them over here then. Nope, one of them was not the thing. In the days of the Mogu dynasty, the slaves were the lifeblood of the empire. Pandaren, Hosen, Jinyu worked fields, dug mines, and built mighty fortresses for their masters. To help combat fatigue, maintain morale, and return the wounded to work, the Mogu patented a Pandaren caste of slaves that specialized in brewing of remedies. Simple teas and polis were their specialty. At first, over the years, these specialists became healers of the community, later leaders and brewmasters. The noble tradition was born, and those early monks became symbols of hope and pride amongst the Pandaren. It was those heroes who first learned to fight without a weapon. In secret, monks taught each other, the other slaves, the secrets of martial arts. When revolution came, the monks were the first in battle, inspiring the humble farmers, smiths, and masons to follow. Okay, so then there is a Hosen one over here. So yeah, like, just leveling up the alts gives you like 100 fucking things, so like, really I don't need to farm more. Like, I have so many alts to still level, but like, I want to actually finish my horde side of the quest chain first before I do the thing. Okay, it should be about here then. The language of the Hosen is steeped in mystery. While the majority of Hosen are able to speak in common language, they often include an assortment of other sounds and words that they have yet translated by other races. Most Jinyu scholars believe that these additional words to be unchartable or offensive in nature, but the matter is far from closed. To quote the great sage Ukuk, you could take a dirk out of a jab, but you should never put the jab in the dirk. Wise words indeed, we think. Okay, so there's one in Dawn Blossom. Probably already have the one in Dawn Blossom. So yeah, I need to do like the Horde side of like the unique quests. Technically, we need to do Thundering Isles like unique quests, but dailies I just can't really be bothered to do them as much. Like, I'm kind of getting bored of Remix a lot, so I want to do other things. They also announced when the when like next expansions are, and it's about probably a bit too soon. It's out too soon, really. Like, it could have kind of been guessed. I kind of already assumed when it was gonna like it would be out when Remix ends. And yeah, the next expansion is pretty much out as soon as Remix ends, since it comes out on the 22nd for pay-to-win people and 26th for normal people. So it's pretty much like as soon as the Remix ends, people who pay to win can play it. Yep, we already have that one. I thought we would. Oh, there's one on the Cloud Serpent Isle, is there? I don't think I have that one. Definitely got the one in the Jade Temple. Might as well just fly past it, because I'm positive we already picked it up. Probably should click the scroll just in case I hadn't got it, but I'm pretty sure we do. No, it wasn't glowing, it definitely have it. Like, I know that we've picked these up. So yeah, I think the expansion's going to be out a bit too soon, so I've got a bad feeling it might be quite bad. But who knows? We have been on this patch for quite a while. Maybe I do already have this one. So it should be about here. No, we don't have it. I somehow missed it. Manufacturers are a race of warriors slaves for the Mogu Empire. The Sorok have always been a violent, brutish race. For many centuries after the Purge, they remained hidden deep in the wilds of Karozag, or lurking in the treacherous swamps beyond the Serpent Spine. In recent generations, Sorok have grown bolder, assuming towns and cities along the Pandaren coast, then disappear into the sea where they with their plunder. If you encounter Sorok in the wild, assume that it is not alone and take immediate action to protect yourself. Oh, we only have one more in Jade Forest. And most likely we already have it. No, maybe not. Like, it's in Watery Retreat, which isn't the entire village. We need to zoom the map out a little bit. Yeah, I think the last one is in here. I'm pretty sure we already have this one, because I'm pretty sure we already have all the Jinyu scrolls. And I'm pretty sure this is a Jinyu scroll. Problem is, I kind of don't remember which zones we did. I probably should check that before we started. Is there any more scrolls? So next time we're going to probably just Valley. I don't think we've done Valley. I don't think we've done the middle part either, but we might have done it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we picked this up while doing the quest, so around here. Might have missed it though. Wait, was it on the middle part? I swapped it too early, didn't I? Thought it'd be easy to spot. The fire was an illusion to fool us all. Oh, there it is. Just hover in the air. Wait, it said we didn't have it. But I think we did. Unlike the fire and heat forge of the Pandaren Mogu, Jinyu have the master the art of water forging, shaping the stone and metal using the pressure of the water. Occasionally they yeah, we already read this one, definitely. Alright, let's go to the valley. Like, I might just do like the PvP like Isle of Thunder thing, just like as a one-off thing. I won't do like all of the dailies, but might just try it once. Interestingly enough, it appears you can do Isle of Thunder and what the fuck? Why is there just an owl here? Weird. It appears you can do Isle of Thunder and the Legionfall campaign while leveling. I don't know what level you actually unlock it at, but like, you don't appear to need to be max level. So when leveling alts, I should probably do those quests to get like the class ensembles. Alright, so Valley. We have one at the farm. Probably already have this one, but... Yeah, I can't have missed this one. Like, I kind of remember this one being very obvious. I guess it was not as obvious as I thought. I thought it was in the middle of this lake. Could be close to the building. Or around the front, yeah. So where we got? Yeah, it's just outside the house. Like, why am I so blind? Like, why is it sometimes I just struggle so much to find the most easy ones? Because I know that this one is fucking obvious. Yeah. Pretty sure we read this one. Fuck it, let's just read it anyway. While some of the more tame forest hosen have chosen to integrate with Pandaren culture, they remain at their very core simple race driven by the passions. They love hunting and fishing and often will assault anyone and everything in the hunting ground. An unfortunate situation since the hosen hunting grounds seldom have consecutive boundaries or signatures. Thankfully, hosen are often kept in check by the Pandaren monks. Pretty sure this one has already been got as well. Because there's one over here. Yeah, this is a Jinyu one, I'm positive. Like, we definitely have the Jinyu scroll. Which scrolls do we have? We have... Yeah, the Jinyu one was like the one I did in the video already. It's weird that, like, the quest still tracks, though. So there's one in the middle, which probably he's already got as well. Oh yeah, also Blizzard confirmed that you can't actually get any of the world boss mounts in Remix, like, from the actual world bosses, which is kind of fucking stupid, but oh well. So there's really no point in beating the world bosses except for the first time for a bit of for a crumb of putty. There it is. Did we read this one? Honestly, my generation. Yeah, we read this one before. This was the turtle one. Pretty sure we have all of them in this area by the looks of things. Except for maybe that one. There's one like around where the Misty Woods which we might have missed. That was another turtle one. Many generations ago, Linlu, the explorer, returned to Pandaria every 5 years on the back of a great sea turtle, collecting more and more explorers with each visit. The locals have taken on the name in the Wandering Isle, for the turtle has grown to as large as a small town built upon its back. 1 year ago, local widow Mabner Stormbrew was grief-stricken over the loss of her husband to a tragic great press accident. She declared that Pandaria no longer had anything to offer her. With that, she and her son Lenore Stormstout climbed on the turtle. Among the first brewmasters to do so, the Wandering Isle has not returned to Pandaria in many generations. It is presumed that the turtle, Shinanzu, stopped returning to the mainland shortly after the death of his beloved friend, Lin Leng. Okay, there's just 2 more in the zone. I think we do have everyone in the zone. Like, honestly, most of them were, like, in spots with 2 fucking questions, so... Yeah, I know I'd got this one. I remember that somehow I just fucking missed it, even though it was really obvious. Probably how you miss it. But yeah, we definitely read this one, and then the last one is in the forest here, which possibly I might have missed this one. It's yellow, so I don't know what don't know what that means. Or it could be very obviously just in his camp. Pretty sure I got this one as well. Yep, all the ones in this zone are really fucking obvious. Okay, so let's go to a Vale. Oh shit! No, I know this. This one's not in the cave. It's on the top, and I'm pretty sure we already have it. There's one in. Where is that one? Is it in there? Fuck, that'll be bad if it's in there. Let's hope it's not. So yeah, there's one like by this statue, which I'm pretty sure we already grabbed. Still actually don't know how to open this cave. I've forgotten how. Do I... Fuck it. Strength of the Mogu Emperor was not in numbers, but in fear. No, we definitely read this one. If you have... If I didn't read it, you can just pause and read it. Because I'm sure I read that one as well. This thing's such a pain to get. It's kind of a shame you can buy off a vendor, because... Like... was kind of cool to get. Yeah, we missed this one. It's been written that when the great Lei Shen first looked upon the land of the Mantid, he did not feel fear but inspiration. As he begun to unify his people under a single banner and subject the other races of Pandaria, he knew that the Mantid would never succumb to his authority. They spoke his language, the language of strength. He commanded his slaves to construct the Serpent Spine, a magnificent wall that spanned the length of his empire. It would take many generations to build, but Lei Shen knew how to motivate his subjects. Fear of the Mantid moved mountains, raised armies, secured an empire, and built his wall. He managed to build the wall. Before that was a meme. Even by Mogu standards, Emperor Lu Fei was a monster among us! His favourite punishment among Pandaren slaves was to separate families. Slaves who displeased him would have their children sent to the Serpent Spine to suffer and die as fodder to the Mantid swarms. This was the fate that befell a young Pandaren monk named Kang. Kang was so grief-stricken over the loss of his cub that he chose to wear all black. In a moment of clarity, he saw the Mogu overlords for what they were. Weak, they possessed dark magic and horrific weapons, but the Empire was completely reliant on slave labour. The servant races were not permitted to carry weapons during the regime of the Mogu, so Ken determined that the Pandaren themselves would become the weapons. So it came to pass that the Pandaren monks began the training in the martial arts, and Kang became known as the Fist of the First Dawn. History does not report if Kang and his son ever met again, but it was this fatherly love that sparked the rebellion that would change the face of Pandaria forever. And the last one definitely is already obtained. Like, the last one is the one next to the tree, so there's no way that we missed that one. No, I definitely read this one. Okay, so we then have the Veiled Staircase, which is... I may have already done the Veiled Stair, but... Oh no, I did not do the Veiled Stair. It is very awkwardly placed. So we just have Kumlai after this. Could be also mean that the mounts don't drop off the warlords as well. It's probably here. I don't know if there's one in the tunnel. In fact, this one could be in the tunnel. Oh, this one's gonna be annoying, I bet. Wait, am I even in the right area? Yes. So here? pretty sure I'm in the right spot. Many falcons.
Good to see you, friend.
Word reached me, that you served my brother in Talon Steps. How's the young fella? Did he ever talk to you about how he lost his eye? Try and get a better location for it. Yep, it's badly placed on the map. It was not where it said it was. It is down here instead. Which might actually be about the same spot. The Sorok were originally dispatched to maintain order in the far edges of the Mogu Empire. A Sorok culture of superiority and hatred for the weakness developed, fueled by the ego of the Mogu masters. Soon the Sorok guards began to plunder the very people they were supposed to police. They grew despondent, turning on their very Mogu commanders. Whenever they were displeased with the spoils of war, Emperor Dojan responded in traditional Mogu way. The souls were ripped from every living Sorok in the Vale of Eternal Blossom, and he demanded the same fate for the legions that were still in the field. So began the Great Purge. Oh yeah, I just get perma-stealth, don't I, until I enter combat. Kumlai Summit's where we stay, sitting around Trail Day. Technically there's still this quest left as well, but don't really need to pick this one up, I'm sure we already have it. Yep, already have it, so pretty sure we have this yak one as well. Really should be using a dragon riding mount. Yeah, maybe I don't have this one. I don't think we ever got sent to this camp. Burning oil is the cornerstone of the Yongru warfare. In the days of the greatest warriors, the weapon was more deadly than magic. The burning substance would scar foes, scorch lands, and burn away the cover provided by trees, and could rout even a terrifying mounted assault. It is also an old tactic of the Yongrul to light more campfires each night than the people they have. In this way, enemies spying on the darkness would assume the larger numbers of Yongrul exist, while their true position and numbers remained masked. Alright, so pretty much at the top of the temple. Probably just at the end temple door. No, a bit lower. It's about where I'm stood now. Is where it shows on the map. Alright, there we are. It was at this very location 10,000 years ago that Xiao Hao, the last emperor of the Pandaren, defeated the Shah of Anger, and the Shah of Hatred, and the Shah of Violence. From the book Burdens, chapter 19. Confident and fearless, Emperor Xiao Hao thought nothing could stop him, but At the urging of the Red King, he sought out the council of the White Tiger, the Spirit of Strength. He thought nothing could stop him all the way up. Ha! The White Tiger saw in Xiao Hao a dangerous recklessness that often accompanied those with no fear. He gathered together the greatest warriors of Pandaria to test the Emperor. Emperor Xiao Hao was given a 10-foot pole and was charged to strike one of the warriors. For hours they fought, but the warriors were too quick and too nimble for the untrained emperor. He grew angry. He cursed and finally broke the staff over his knee. Humbled, the emperor asked the White Tiger what was wrong, and he learned that his own passion had made him weak. To save Pandaria, Xiao Hao would have to combat his own anger, hatred, and violence. Pretty much all the things I have. The Monkey King sprang into action and carved 3 masks. The Emperor wore each mask in turn, and with that, the help of his friend, as well as all of the greatest warriors of Pandaria, the Shah of Anger, the Shah of Hatred, and the Shah of Violence were defeated and imprisoned beneath the ground. The Emperor was forever changed, and as he set forth on his own final leg of his adventure, he was a creature of patience, love, and peace. Okay, there's one outside the raid. There's no way I didn't miss. There's no way that I missed this, right? It's actually here. Like, it actually said it was here, not. Oh my god, I did miss it. Having failed to create an obedient army with the Sorok, the Mogu devised other ways to create the perfect fighting force. Using dark magic of unknown origin, they captured living souls and imprisoned them within constructs of stone. Over the course of several denizens, a vast army of these living statues were constructed and housed within an enormous vault carved into the mountain of Kumlai. Knowing that this secret weapon would be the downfall of the Pandaren monks, attempt to seize the control of the vault. Immediately after the revolution began, they struck quickly and ambushed the Mogu, and repelling them down the mountain. From the Peak of Serenity, the battle for the vault lasted for 4 days before the snow forced the Mogu from the mountain. By depriving the Mogu of their secret weapon, the rebellious slaves forced the Mogu to fight on more balanced terms. Technically, if you think about it as well, like, these Mogu, like, made of stone, like, original Mogu were made of stone, like, they suffered from the curse of flesh, since the Mogu are pretty much, Raden's, version of the earthen. So originally Mogu were made of stone, so it's kind of funny that, like, their weapon is that they trap souls inside stone, so pretty much turn them back to how they originally were. I don't know where this scroll actually is. Probably in this cave? No, this was a chest. Okay, we'll just click this one, because this one could be underground. Yep, this one's underground. I'm gonna need a better picture for its location. Oh, I'm pretty sure we picked this one up. This one looks like it's the one on the troll table. Interesting. Why didn't the arrow trap work? Pretty sure we already read this one. The Mogi viewed their dead as a collection of parts. Souls can be bound to stone, later used. Flesh can be and blood can be used to reforge and extend the lives of the loyal to the Emperor. To be buried intact was a symbol of great respect. Here lies the Valley of Emperors, the resounding resting ground of 100 generations of warlords, kings, and emperors who once ruled this land. Grave robbed at your own risk. Yeah, we definitely read that one before. Let's go! Just don't step on the electric trap. The electric trap fucking hurts. I don't know why the trap didn't trigger originally. Alright, so we got 2 scrolls there. Pretty sure that the red ones... No, the red ones are not... Red ones are Hosen, so we got them. Got the red one. I'll still check it anyway. I guess. I guess I don't need to though, like... So we've done that one. I guess we go to... Yeah, we've definitely done this one. Let me guess, the rare's gonna be fucking up because I've already bought the fucking toy. It is not. So we read this one. Says we haven't. Emperor's order about 10,000 years ago, the last emperor. Emperor Shah knew the dark energy of the Shah, the physical embodiment of negative emotions like fear, anger, hatred, and doubt represented a great threat to the Pandaren. If allowed to fester in the land, he tasked the great warriors of Pandaria to do restraining and controlling the Shah. On this very location, mere hours before the Shambhala bested his own anger and hatred and violence, the first of the Shadapan took a knee and spoke the oath to the last emperor. The same words have been spoken every single... Yeah, we've read this one. Well, that was pretty much... I've read the entire thing anyway. Okay, so there's 2 on the mountain. Definitely read this one. But I guess there's maybe one right at the summit. Yeah, there's one of the brewmasters at the summit. Hot Top Volcano. Father Individuality, sensory beers, and the 4 sense brew. Ren Yen has his other senses heightened by his blindness, suffering for years with what he considered to be the harshest taste of a normal Pandaren brew. After years of wandering and experimentation, he developed a separate brew that delighted each of the 4 senses, but invaded beers the combination of the separate elements into one perfect, ununified brew ailed him. For a lifetime he wandered until he found at the last secret to blend all of his senses, a beer into one master recipe, the 4 sense brew. Okay. So then there's a Hosen one down here, which we should have. Oh, fuck, missed. Where the fuck is this scroll? Is it inside a... No, it's right there. No, we read this scroll, I'm sure of it. So then just one more scroll, which we already have actually, so I think that's everything. We've been through every zone, I think, now. Because we got this scroll here, because I remember getting it, I think. That's the rare. I need that add-on to work again. I need to work out to turn that back on, because why did they even remove the rare ring? It's so stupid. Just making it so that rares are fucking harder to tell that they're rare. Like, there's no reason for it. No rhyme. No reason! But yeah, we already read this one, I'm sure of it. Like, we have the Yongrel scroll. Let's just read the... Let's just do the lore things and then do the... do the timeless... do the Thundering Isle, and then I'll make the... do the Horde side of quests. And then we can be done with Remix. First of all, we need to grab ourselves the scrolls. Oh yeah, I also probably should do Siege of Orgrimmar so I can actually get that done. Understand you're interested in history. Forward this to meeting. go to click through the scrolls so you can read them if like you want to, but like I'll read the quests rather than these. Okay, well let's read what all the quest items say. It's massive of the lorewalkers, the Veil of Eternal Blossom. They have taken an interest in your research of the Lulen Wanderer. They've taken an interest in your research of the Mantid. They've taken an interest in your research of the Thunder King. Taken an interest in your research of the Zundalari. They've taken an interest in your research of the mysterious origin of the Mogu. They've taken an interest in your research in the origins of Pandaria. Taken an interest in your research of Xiao Hao, the last emperor of Pandaria. Taken an interest in the Yongrul. Taken an interest in your research into the Sorok. Taken an interest in research into the Mogu. Taken an interest in your research into the Hosen. At long last, the full ballad of Lulang. If you visit us the Sea of Knowledge and the Veil of Eternal Blossoms, we can add this contribution to our personal collection. Thank you for your diligence. While we appreciate your efforts to investigate the lore of Pandaria, the documents you sent us on the Mantid managed to rob me of several nights of sleep. Terrifying stuff. If you visit me at the Sea of Knowledge and the Veil of Eternal Blossoms, we can add this contribution to my personal collection. Thank you for your diligence. The foreboding sound of the thunder has haunted my people for generations, and as you've discovered on your own research, Lei Shen is at the heart of that fear. If you visit us at the Sea of Knowledge and Veil of Eternal Blossom, we'll add this contribution to our personal collection. Thank you for your diligence. I've read your reports on the Zundalari, and I believe that I have some clues on their most recent aggression. If you visit us at the Sea of Knowledge and the Veil of Eternal Blossom, we'll add the contribution to the personal collection. It is true the Mogu are really connected to the Titans. If you find this very hard to believe, but look over your research. Some of the truth about the Mogu is beginning to take shape. Add personal collection. You have recovered the story of our people, freed from the Mogu Empire. It would seem that you have discovered the full tale of Shan Hao, the last emperor of Pandaria. Your research into the Yongrul has proven mighty insightful. We have received research on the Sorok and believe that it pieces the clues together to their past. Wait, why didn't it move? We've always known the Mogu to be dark and sinister. Your research, however, implies that they are far worse. Research into the Hosen has proven quite enlightening. Alright, let's get that lore! The word of Molagos is Laur. Now let's get that Laur. X3.
Hello.
Got a lot of lore.
Eyes open.
The Sorok lore. Before we research, I don't think the Pandaren really knew why the Sorok were so vicious. We will add this knowledge to your collection. If you wish from it to hear the narration of the simple points at correct volume in the private collection.
Jade Serpent guide you. Let us talk about the nature of power. In my hands, I hold a sword. I ask you, who wields the power? I do, for I wield the sword. Many thousands of years ago, the Mogu held all the power. They ruled this land with fists of iron. But as their empire grew, they needed a way to police. They used the powers of the veil and their own flesh-warping magics to twist and shape a race of ferocious lizards into a living weapon. They created an army of Sorok, bloodthirsty savages created to enforce the will of the Emperor. But there is a problem with creating a living weapon. Do you see? Who now wields the power? The heartless Sorok, even with their tiny lizard brains, soon realized the truth of their position. They killed the enemies of the Mogu. Then they killed the subjects of the Mogu. Soon, they started killing the Mogu themselves. The Mogu Emperor then ordered all of the Sorok to be purged. He tried to wipe out their entire race, to no avail. They still plague Pandaria to this day. So you see, power is easily taken, but should not be lightly given. Oh, I seem to have lost my sword.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Pandaria welcomes you. Farewell.
Hosenar, by the very nature, rambunctious lot. We've added the knowledge to the collection if you wish to know me to narrate. For you simply point at the correct volume.
Every good story needs a hero. One day, a father grew tired of his young cub's misbehavior. You act just like a hosen, the father scolded. Still, his son misbehaved. To teach him a lesson, the father dragged the cub out to the forest to watch how the hosen live. Do you see what the hosen are like? He asked. Do you want to live like that? The hosen are quite lively indeed. A short-lived race. Few hosen survive past their 20th birthday. Their leaders are all 14 or 15. How mature were you at 14 years old? Meditate on that. Afterward, the father asked his cub what he had learned. I learned that we work and toil on our little farm, but that the hosen have the whole world as their garden, the cub said. I learned that we squint by the light of a single candle, but that the hosen enjoy the light of the stars. I learned that I go to school every day, but that the hosen learn by doing. And the cub concluded, I should very much like to live like a hosen. Who then was the wiser, the father or the cub? That, my friend, is for you to decide. Eyes open. Always be learning. Greetings.
The dark heart of the Mogu. Mogu, even the word makes my first stand on end. We add the knowledge to the collection. If you wish me to narrate for this volume, you should simply point to the correct volume and I'll do it.
What do you fear most in this world? Have you conquered your fear? Or has your fear conquered you? In the ancient days, before the sundering of the world, the Mogu emperors ruled over Pandaria. My people were made slaves, and they were afraid. The Mogu were masters of pain and torture, of dark magics and brutal weapons. No Pandaren, Hosen, or Jinyu could resist the power they held. And my people were afraid. It was the Mogu who built the Serpent's Spine. The most unlucky of slaves were sent to aid in its construction and defense, to be fodder for the Mantin. And my people were afraid. As the empire grew, the Mogu began to experiment with the secrets of the Veil. They crafted terrible weapons of living flesh and stone, and my people were afraid. In their hubris, the Mogu never foresaw that their downfall lay in wait, not among their enemies, but among the oppressed, the day that one slave stood and was no longer afraid. Tread lightly.
Who would you have thought, whoa. Who would have thought the freedom of the Pandaran people would begin with a single punch? Wonderful. We'll add this knowledge to our collection. If you wish to narrate, point to collection.
Farewell. What is the source of your power? Think carefully before you answer. Many adventurers point to their weapons, or their equipment, or to tomes of arcane might. Long ago, when my people were slaves of the Mogul Empire, we were forbidden from carrying any weapon at all. We were not fighters, and no one believed we could fight the Mogul without magic and steel until Kang, the Fist of First Dawn, opened our eyes. One day, the beloved monk issued a challenge to his fellow slaves. "Hit me!" he called out. Surprised, the beleaguered Pandaren slaves tried to strike Kang. One by one, they failed, for he intercepted their blows like a dancer and sidestepped their attacks like a reed in the wind. "Our backs are hardened by the whips of the Mogul," he told them. "Our arms are powerful from building their fortresses. Our minds are sharp from working alongside our enemy. You think the Mogul are stronger? I say we are their strength." The farmers, the bricklayers, the shepherds, the smiths, they all bowed before Kang. "Teach us," they said. "Teach us to fight." And when they rose as warriors. Your voice, your hands, these are the tools of true heroes. Use them well, and you can change the world.
Change the world! Oh, for fuck's sake.
Every good story needs a hero. How does today find you?
Heart of the Mantid Swarm. When we began the research project, I never thought I'd learn so much about about such a terrifying people.
Tread lightly. Oh, my student. You wish to study the Mantid? Be warned. The Pandaren frontier is littered with the graves of former pupils. The Mantid are harsh teachers. Every generation, the Mantid swarm the Serpent Spine Wall in great numbers. They murder many Pandaren, so we kill many times their number in return. Yet each generation, they attack once more. Why do they do this? We Pandaren do not know. Our ancient writings indicate that the Mantid have always been here. They predate even the Mogul. Where did they come from? We Pandaren do not know. Perhaps if you were to befriend the Mantid and earn a reputation among them, they would teach you their secrets. But I warn you, nobody has ever befriended the Mantid. Here is what the Pandaren do know. By massacring our people, by slaughtering tens of thousands of Pandaren, generation after generation, they have taught us the value of life. A precious but fleeting gift, easily snuffed out in an instant. This is what the Mantid have taught us. Eyes open. Always be learning.
And as we know, the Mantid are created by the old god Yosharaj from the lore thing. Cause it seems all the old gods have their insectile race. Actually, no, they don't. Let me think. Does N'Zoth actually have a insect race? It's mainly just Yosharaj and Kafun that have an insect race. Because technically the Mantid are Yosharaj's insect race, and then Kafun has the Ankonar, his insect guys as well. I forgot what they're called though. We don't have descriptions for them. But yeah, he has his insects. Alright, the Song of the Yongrel. Yongrel are warring people, strengthened by the exile beyond the wall. We will add their knowledge to the collection if you wish me to narrate.
Every good story needs a hero. Fire. It is the most magical of elements. It warms us. It cooks our food. It is the hearth fire that makes a house a home. In the right hands, fire can shape iron into sword. Fire is the instrument of change. Long ago, a group of sturdy nomad hunters wandered the world. By a stroke of fate, they were here in Pandaria when the Sundering split apart the continents of Azeroth. The wanderers found themselves trapped in the town-long steppes, a harsh and dangerous land. Those noble hunters found a way to survive on their own. Fire was the key. They drew up oil from the ground. They used it to heat their homes, cook their food, and burn their enemies. They grew strong. From the flames of fate, the Yongrel were born. They survived beyond the wall, for they refused to submit to any law but their own. Has fate been cruel to the Yongrel? You may as well ask if fire is good or bad. Fate is like fire. It can shape us, or it can destroy us. All that matters is what you do with it.
As that shows, the Yongrel are a evolutionary subspecies of Tauren.
How does today find you? Jade Serpent Guide.
This is a story I've long sought to uncover. Ever since the Shah was released, I have felt in my belly that this tale was the heart of all of it. We'll add it to the knowledge of the collection.
Every good story. You wish to learn of our last and greatest emperor, Shao Hao. Oh, my friend, I do not have the time here to recount all of his adventures, but his actions 10,000 years ago resonate to this very day.
Pretty sure the short cinematics of this.
We know that he purged his doubts in the Jade Forest, that he cleansed himself of despair in the Krasarang wilds, that he overcame his fear in the town-long steppes, and that he defeated anger, hatred, and violence high in the mountains of Gunlai. This is known, and there are temples to mark these most sacred of places. But I want you to imagine standing in this very valley on the day he returned from his journey. Imagine being here when the gates opened for him. By then, our emperor was a creature of pure light. No doubts, no fears, no hatred. It is said that all the trees in the vale blossomed as he entered, and continue to blossom to this day.
Not anymore.
That we could all live like our most sacred emperor. That we could put aside all our burdens and exist in harmony with the cosmos. That, I believe, was his message to us before he became one with the land and hid Pandaria away from the terror of the Sundering. Thank you, dear Emperor.
That as he specified on the mountain, he never got rid of that pride!
Tread lightly. Hello.
The Bard of the Turtle. A long story of Long Lung and his Wandering Isle. The superb addition to the collection. If you wish me to narrate, then I will.
Farewell.
Whoa,
When
the love
the
umbrellas.
Sundering ripped apart the continents of Azeroth, we Pandaren thought that the rest of the world had been utterly destroyed. But as the centuries passed, one young explorer decided to see what was out there. His name? was Liu Yang, and he set out to discover the world on the back of a turtle. We celebrate his bravery with statue and song, but if you were actually there on the beach that very day, well, I'm sure he looked quite silly indeed. Oh, how the Pandaren laughed at him. But Liu Lang was more clever than anyone thought. Sea turtles always return to the beach where they were born. And so, despite the mists that envelop our land, he always had a way home. Every few years, he returned with tales of mysterious cities in the sand, nomadic people living on endless grassy plains, a great empire under the ice, and a magical kingdom gilded in gold. Each time he returned, more and more Pandaren
Wonder if we're talking about Zandalari for there.
and joined him on his growing turtle. They were the bravest among us.
Among Us!
The explorers, the adventurers. And that is the lesson of Liu Long, my friend. Everyone always laughs at the explorer. They always laugh until he returns.
But yeah, we're talking about the Blood Elf City, but the Golden City does describe Zandalar much more.
Pandaria welcomes you.
No wonder the Zandalari have they are in need of a new home, and I'm sure that the Mogu allies have promised them much. We have the knowledge.
Every good story needs a hero. It is said the god King Rastakhan, ruler of the Zandalari, lords over his mighty kingdom from a throne carved of solid gold.
I wonder if they had that model all
Years
along.
ago, as he sat upon this opulent seat of power, he was visited by the dark prophet Zul. Zul warned King Rastakhan of a terrible cataclysm, for Zul had seen a vision of the great armored dragon clenching the world in his ferocious jaws. King Rastakhan did nothing. Months later, Zul returned, bearing more grim news from his visions. He saw a legion of serpents pouring forth from a gaping fissure that tore open the floor of the ocean. Still, King Rastakhan did nothing. Finally, mere months before the cataclysm, Zul returned, tearing his clothes and throwing his staff to the ground. Zul spoke of earthquakes and tidal waves. He described the golden capital of Zandalar slowly sinking beneath the waves in the aftermath of the cataclysm. Its once great people drowning as their mighty work slipped forever beneath the sea. King Rastakhan tired of Zul and his troubling nightmares. To be rid of the prophet, he granted Zul the use of his largest ships so that he and his followers could seek a new land if his visions came to pass. And his visions did come to pass. When Deathwing rose from the maelstrom, dark, angry waves crashed into the Zandalari capital. The spine of the land broke in two, and soon the city and all its riches began to slide into the hungry sea. The Zandalari people turned to their king for help, but there was only one Zandalari equipped to help them, the prophet Zul. The prophet and the mighty war fleet he had assembled while his king sat idle. You see, the true power of kings and emperors stems from the power to aid their people. The moment they fail, they cede their power to the one who can.
But yeah, I'm pretty positive that the Zul and Rastagan things changed. Like, I'm pretty sure they used to just have generic Pandara and Zundalari skins before, because I know that Zul was not in this did not look like that in this in MOP, because his model was completely new for BFA, and I'm pretty sure Rastakan was like, the model looked kind of weird with some of the animations there, so I'm pretty sure it used to just have one of the generic like Pandara and Zandalari models originally, and they've just changed it because the character got added.
Jade Serpent guide you. Greetings.
The rumbles of thunder! What we know of Lei Shen are dark legends that have been remembered over the vast span of time. I often wonder if these legends had exaggerated the power of Lei Shen, but your research would suggest that they may have greatly underestimated the Thunder King. These are dark days indeed. Yeah, he was pretty OP.
Jade Serpent guide you. The Mogu tell a legend about Lei Shen, the Thunder King. It is said that he tore out the very heart of the Mogu god, and from that hateful act, he gained power over wind and storm. His followers fell to their knees before him. We will call you the Lightning King, they said. But Lei Shen did not agree. Lightning strikes in an instant and is over in a flash, he said. But thunder proclaims the coming of the storm. Thunder quakes the skies long before the lightning strikes, and thunder echoes in the hills long after lightning's power is spent. It is thunder that sends animals cowering and fills the hearts of peasants with dread. Let thunder be my herald, so that my power is felt throughout the land. I will be the Thunder King. Oh, my friend, that awful sound. For 100 generations, the crash of thunder filled the hearts of Pandaren with terror. It is said that after the revolution, the red crane of hope placed the rainbow in the sky, so that Pandaren would know not to fear the storms any longer. I do not see any rainbows today. Do you?
Maybe, if I can get it to work. Generator? Yeah, I do, for a second. That reminds me of the other rainbow thing. Well, I feel like this should be so much better. It costs so much. Like, fortunately, during June, its cooldown is reduced to 2 minutes. Like, usually I think it has like an hour cooldown, and it's just not worth it. It probably actually lasts longer than it usually does. I think it usually lasts 10 seconds. Like, it's so good. Like, it's a good item, but like, it costs so much money. Like, it costs like $500,000 gold, I think. And it usually only lasts, I think, 10 seconds. And it has like an hour cooldown. It's fucking stupid.
How does today find you? Farewell.
Your research has been most distressing, but sheds light on the truth that we've long sought. Where did the Mogu come from, and why were they such tyrants?
Eyes open.
Knowledge.
Always be learning. Fathers and sons, mothers and daughters. As parents, we pass our legacy on to our children. What values do we choose to instill in our progeny? What will our children learn from our mistakes?
I'm gonna say old Raffian model.
What sort of world will we create and leave behind for our daughters and sons? Parents place their children on a path, children as well. Children of the Titans. They were once a legion of stone, heartless and obedient. By the Titans' command, they fought the terrible servants of the old gods. They shaped the mountains and carved the rivers of the land. And they created a magical cradle of life in a hidden valley that we now call the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. But eventually, the Titans fell silent, and their creations were cursed with flesh. The Mogu grew restless. Many generations later, when the Thunder King united them, they seized upon their legacy. I truly believe now that the Mogu thought they were doing the work of the Titans. They fought against the Mantid and used the powers of the Veil to create new life. Oh, but such terrible works. Parents cannot always be assured of the legacy they will leave behind. How especially true this is when the parents are gods, the children monsters.
The word is done. Do I bother to do the quest line on the Isle? Do I just do it once? Sure, I think we probably will. And then I'll continue we'll do the Horde side of the quests. Like, I'll just do all of the zones again, but only show the Horde exclusive quests, which honestly means that it's really just the entirety of the Jade Forest, pretty much nearly all the Jade Forest, Karazhan Wild, there's a little bit in Kumlai, and that's about it. And then Isle of Thunder, because in truth, Tauron, there's no alliance in there, no alliance in Dread Waste. We also need to do that quest chain, but that quest chain's actually quite interesting because like you actually get to steal the bell and shit. Like, so it's mostly just this zone, and this zone, and then that's it for the Horde side, because the others like neutral. But I then also need to do finish Siege, and hopefully they actually add the weapons in soon, and they actually work when they add the weapon appearances in. If they ever will add them in. I didn't even think about the thing though, like someone pointed out like the WoW pre-patch like needs also like doing, so like I definitely need this done before pre-patch launches, because don't know how much shit I'm gonna have to do during that.
Greetings.
Okay.
Remember those we lost.
Let's just do one time a Horde attack instead. Please just let me click the fucking scroll. We get less rep. Wait, I don't even get the Arcane Trove. Like, we don't even get that. It's a fucking lie.
The Alliance needs heroes like you more than ever. Aldiel Shala.
To think that we were once on the same side as the Sunreavers. Treachery caught us off guard. Never again. They've shown their true nature to us. Siding with Garrosh and his madness marks them all for death. Kill any agent of the Sunreavers that you find. We'll show them no mercy here.
Until next time.
Useless.
Together we will save Azeroth. Magic must be.
The Sunreavers have planted tactical mana bombs around their camps. These must be dismantled before they are detonated. Look for them in areas of high importance, such as our supplies. Make sure that you find and disable them all. We cannot afford to lose any ground here.
You come to help the Alliance.
The Sunreavers will stoop to even the lowest levels to get what they want. I received reports earlier that several Kirin Tor have gone missing. I suspect that the Sunreavers have something to do with this. Hopefully they are not harmed, or my wrath will be swift and terrible. I trust that you bring them back in one piece, but please hurry.
Question everything. Be careful. Trust.
The Sunreavers' forces have grown more powerful recently. I suspect the magic to be at play here, but I can't be certain. I think they would be wise to investigate the camps and see if you can find the source of the extra power. Once you find it, use this crystal to overload it and destroy it. We've been dispatching spies into the Sunrever's base of operation on a daily basis. Some have orders to recover the charges of Morganite from the enemies and bring them here. They have not returned, and I can confirm that they left the Sunrever base. Search the jungle between here and there and find the charge of Morganite. That might have been lost in transit. Bring it back to me and we'll put it to good use. Some Grand Magus Roman has Rumaf has something in his possession that I want. He brought a powerful tome with him that I would have better use and cause for if it were to be no longer in Sunrever hand. Locate Romaf's Book of Incarnations and bring it to me.
What brings you here?
Sometimes even the smallest creatures can be a biggest threat. Sunrever's brought mana worms with them. Though small in size, they're huge and evil. They are capable of they have the ability to cripple our casters in combat. Many have learned that hard way not to underestimate them. They must be dealt with quickly. How am I meant to get onto that boat? Wish I could hover on the water. That would be useful, but unfortunately Blizzard removed that ability. There used to be a way that you could go on water. Oh, that you could walk on water, known as the Back off, matey. You'll not escape alive. Like these things. Like, these used to be the water walking mounts. But Blizzard, in their cruelty, were like, fuck you, we're adding this, and they lost their ability to walk on water. Like, you can now technically make all mounts walk on water, but there's really only two choices here, which is your mounts can walk on water, or you can no longer be stunned while mounted, and stunned while mounted means you get dismounted. So in truth, water walking is useful on every character except DK and Shaman, because water walking is just kind of essential. And it's not really that hard to get, but since we can't trade the mail, I can't get water walking in this mode, which is very annoying. I also made this macro of just like every single curve mount that I have. It's kind of shitty that you can't buy the curve mount of Mop, because like you can buy like the Ferromore shit now. So why don't they just add the curve mount so I can buy like the Siege of Orgrimmar curve mount? Charge Mongite. We're not actually flagged for PvP, so we'll be fine. Champion of the Thunder King. Don't really care about that quest. Honestly, like, all of like the flying mounts from like Shadowlands are so good though. Except for like the Bastion one, because like the Corpse Flies look really good. These things look really cool. They might look cooler when it was bugged and they didn't have the back legs. As we know, like, these things just are really cool as well. But then there's the Bastion ones that just kind of look shit. we need the orb? Looks like no. Maybe we use the crystal. Yeah, we use the crystal. Death to the Alliance. Be free from your blasted mage prison. Thanks for your timely rescue. Literally was his mage prison. Fuck off. No, it can still attack me even when broken, because that's what happened last time. For the Horde! That doesn't work, it has to be for the Alliance. But nobody likes the Alliance. Thank you for your timely rescue. From the breach, destroy dwarf. Man, you're dead. Don't really stand a ghost of a chance, do you? But is this the Leviathan from Dread Waste? Since it has the harpoon, like, from the, like, it's got the harpoon, like, which was shot into it. Can we destroy it? Hello, is there someone here? Looks like no, there's no one here. This glitch is empty. Yeet. A book sealed tight. Powerful spell protects its secrets. We'll rip the secrets from its flesh then. So yeah, I still have a lot of fucking character levels. I still have like 9 Horde characters to level through for when they get converted to normal, so I can just do the heritage quests for them. Because we've done the Alliance ones, because the missing Alliance characters which we had were Dwarf, Kultiran. Does Kultiran even have a heritage armor? They must do. Dwarf, Kultiran, Night Elf. Night Elf I've heard is a really good heritage armor quest, so that's kind of useful. And what was the other which we had? Mechanome as well. But then I've still got like so many Horde characters. I have like both the Taurens, Gnome, both Orcs, Vulpera, which I didn't even actually have the quest unlocked for them. Truth is though, like the Legion like quest, like the heritage armor doesn't really have like much of a quest to it. It's more that it's more the quest beforehand. We got both the trolls to do as well with Horde side. And I think that's it. No, there's Highborn as well. Honestly, all my characters have been really strong in remakes. In truth, like, the strategy is definitely you do the dungeons while leveling, because you get, like, you're honestly quite strong while leveling until you hit level 65. Once you hit level 65, scenarios and dungeons become, like, impossible to fucking do. This is good, Crystal. Well done. Well done, champion. The artifact will be put in the proper bare hands and in the use of the sunrevers. Did you find the artifact? Yes, this is it. Well done, dwarf. I thought I just saw a Leviathan tentacle. Is there a dead Leviathan in the Alliance side as well? Maybe it's just a wave. I thought I saw a tentacle move, but I guess it was just a wave. What we've got? Increase the running speed. Made excellent progress today. Rest assured, however, our work here is never done.
His last friend. I'm trying to think here.
I'm grateful for your efforts here, Wado. Yeah, we would have lost much more had you not dismantled those bombs in time.
Magic must be controlled, or it will control you.
You've saved many today, Wado. I cannot imagine the horrors of being frozen helpless among so many enemies.
I'm trying to think here.
So the constructed object that infused with their force, with the additional power, this will have to be watched closely. Thank you for your efforts today.
Baladash, man.
You put good dent in the sunrever forces here. Like vermin, they will always be more. We must be ready at all times.
Aldiel Shala.
Oh, there is one more quest.
Remember those we lost.
Oh, we actually get the troves if we do this one as well. We don't get the troves usually. Your presence on the battlefield cannot be ignored. I'd like to give you something for your extra efforts. What the fuck are these even going to contain? Do these contain normal loot? No, they contain the fucking caches. Maybe they got added to. Maybe they added these and they weren't there originally. Because we never got one of these before. Then that's the other problem. Like, you get the box and they don't even contain any gear. Or do they? One of them contain gear. Like, they cannot contain gear though, which is a problem. Well, I guess that's this character done for now. I'll be doing the Horde side next time. So, see ya.